Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. Daylight savings time has hit, so it's currently, according to the clock, 9:30, but my body thinks it's 8:30, and it's like, the fuck are you awake for? Well, details. Anyways, last night we got the content preview for the incoming Yuki character for the Sparkle of Youth team, and this morning, we got the skill preview for said Yuki. So he is also a wind character. Okay, fine. We just got Wind Lumi and Wind Rimuru. No, not Rimuru. Gob to Ranga fusion. So, okay, we're really favoring Wind right now. But he is on Sparkle of Youth, Fount of Wisdom, Shizu's Will, and Commander. Uh, sure. That's fine. Commander's a blue team. Fount of Wisdom's a blue team. Shizu's Will does not have a leader yet. And then Sparkle of Youth obviously is green. But we pretty much could figure it out based on the changes to Diablo's skill, Divine General, that either Yuki or Frey was going to have the multi-use skill. And it ends up being Yuki that has that. So, for 0 points as well, which is good, for this turn, all allies' battle skills can be activated an unlimited number of times, excluding skills with the same effect. So, you cannot use this skill and Divine General Diablo's skill together. So, yes, you can't use them together. Increases all souls skill point increase by 100% for one turn. So Diablo, he does the multi-use skill gimmick, and then he gives green or green all gauge increase 50% across the board. Increases all soul of skills gauges 50%. Yuki is giving every single color of orb, no matter what it is, no matter who it is, a 100% skill point increase. So that actually works a bit better because when I am running Diablo on this team, I do find myself getting alts very, very quickly. And while the free-to-play Shizu does have an alt swap, this team isn't really meant for alts. I don't want to deal with that. So if Hinata can give me protection gauge 50%, and Yuki's now going to give 100% skill point increase, it means we're pretty much always going to be capped out on this team running full hands of greens, which allows us to use the maximum amount of points. So if we take Diablo off and reset that, and let's go find Space Yuki. He got upgraded, so he should be around here, yeah. If we just put him here, it's going to look like this, essentially. So he's going to... We don't know what his second skill is. It's going to be some kind of Reckoning skill. We don't have to play around with that. But we've got Reckoning character plus the heal, Reckoning plus the multi-use, heal, orb change, alt swap, and Reckoning. And the team's shaping out, and we still have one more character who's going to come in here. Probably going to replace Mirren, but we'll have to see. So, I mean, he's not a bad character. It is 0 points. And because he's not restricted to anything, it's just every orb and every battle skill. Like, could you put him on other teams and make him work? Yeah, you could. Just like how we can put Diablo on a whole butt ton of other teams, and yeah, he'll work. The difference between having Diablo versus having this Yuki is that this second skill is going to be the Reckoning gimmick, which most other teams don't need or could even use because it would be wiped out or would be deleted or some fashion of being kind of useless in other beatdown battles where they don't want you to do that. So that makes his second skill not very useful. Diablo, his second skill is that gigantic synergy buff, which you can use on a great number of teams. 100% synergy power, 100% or guaranteed synergy. So it's like Diablo as a support character works in both fashions, because he could just be here for his multi-use skill and his green buff, or he could be here for synergy power, or both. Yuki could be here for his multi-use skill, or that's about it. Because again, the Reckoning skill is only really, really super truly useful in stages where it's built to be used. So, while he has almost the same kind of multi-use skill, which is very good. His usefulness off of this team will not be as high as Diablo. At least that's my assumption. We still don't know the second skill, and we really, really, really don't know it because they did give us a gameplay teaser of his skill. And so let's see. Let's do this. Let's mute that. So this is him using the skill, and then you can see the little icon right there, and then skill point increase 100. But they blocked out. They did a horrible job of blocking out his second skill, so we can't actually know what it is. Because they used to do it, and they used to just show it, and we used to laugh about it. But apparently they've gotten wise to it, and they've actually put in a a question mark blocker, but it didn't, like, it's not centered at all. It's actually kind of hilarious. Also, I don't know what kind of friggin' team they're running with the tournament stalwart Rimuru here, and then Violet? Like, I really don't understand that team build, but sure, whatever. So we can't even guess at, or we can't even, like, laugh at what his second skill is going to be, because we would know it. They literally, like, this isn't me editing it. This is their own video. And it's not even just the English side, it's the JP side as well. They also put that skill marker in. Yeah, except they did a better job of covering it up. Oh, man. Okay, so Yuki, gonna have that multi-use skill gimmick plus Reckoning. Sure. I'm okay with not having the extra alt gauge coming off of Diablo because of the all gauge increase. I'm okay with just having skill points, because there are turns where I'm not fully capped out on skill points. And Masayuki giving us 100 just for free means that if we can be at 250 skill points every single turn that we decide to use him, it would be quite good. It's pretty good to have that, because you could just use a bunch of Hinata's skills over and over again. So, like, we're going to go into this fight, and I'm just going to kind of give you an example of what you can expect this Yuki to do just by using Diablo. But, again, I don't know how much value Yuki is going to have off of this team, because his other skill is so very limited that it's not going to be particularly useful for a lot of things. So Diablo right now, 50% all gauge increase. That's good, because I'm going to get 50% extra skill points, alt gauge, and protection gauge here. So that's why we're using it. It costs 0 points, and if we had points, we could use a bunch of skills again, but we can't. So here, that's what we're using it for. And turn 1, Yuki is going to do that as well. We're not going to get as much protection gauge, but we'll pretty much cap out our meter for skill points with that. Okay, sure, we can work with that. So let's do that again. Multi-use skill, extra gauge increase. We'll bring Triya in. We'll do the self convert, special convert, self special. Boom, boom, and then Mirren can come in, and then we'll heal field. Yeah, we're not really going to see how useful Diablo's skill is until probably next turn, because then we can have the points to really start using Hinata's skill over and over and over again. And then let's do these. Oh, I got to use the heal as well. Mirren's probably getting replaced by the third character. I don't think Triya's going to get replaced, but we'll find out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 108 points. Yeah, if we had access to Yuki's, we would be capped out at 150, and then we'd have Masayuki next turn to get another 100, so we'd have 250 points. That looks a lot better for the most part. Okay, so there's the heal. They didn't fix the poison yet, did they? But we don't have poison on this stage anyways, so let's do... let's do the self-convert. Boom. And then we'll bring Diablo in. And this is where it's actually going to matter. So, let's do the heal field. Just on those two, because Diablo isn't on Sparkle of Youth or Fount of Wisdom. Masayuki, put that on. Give us the 100 points. Reset everything. And then we got a alt swap orb change buff. And then because we use Diablo's skill right here, it allows us to use skills again, which means that I have an extra 91 points. And even though I've already used everything, I'm going to use Hinata's skill again because it just applies 2 Reckoning stacks. So 19, 23, and 7. So now it's 21, 25, and 9. And I still have some more points after that. So let's use one of these to add another Reckoning charge on. So that's where Yuki's skill is going to come in, is that you're going to be able to get some extra stacks here and there of Reckoning, for not for free, but within the same turn, even though you've already used the skills over again. So that's what we're really going to be doing with him. So I don't think we needed to continue this fight. But Yuki coming in, like, is it great? Is it a great skill by itself in a vacuum on paper? Yeah. Gotta see what a second skill is. I still don't, like, even if it's halfway decent, it's going to be a single featured unit banner. It's just going to be him and some other commander units. You really shouldn't be summoning. It is now almost halfway through March. We know that the half anniversary will start somewhere around the 25th to 27th of April. So everyone should be saving their crystals for the end of next month for the triple featured unit banner. But let me know what you guys think of what his second skill is going to be, Reckoning plus something. Let me know your thoughts, but otherwise, take it easy. And I will see you all later tonight for Valor Cup and Summons. I'm going to stream early, just FYI. But I'll see you then.